Hey everybody, Glenn here, or Cowboy. Wanted to show you something real quick. I'm on my Windows. Well, actually, I still have to call it. It's my Windows 7 tablet, but I have Windows 8 into it, and in 3 days, Windows 8 will be released. And I do really want to put a full copy of Windows 8 into this. And right now, Best Buy has got a good deal on, I think it's Windows 8 Professional, not Professional, Windows 8 Business, I believe is what it is. It's normally $199, and they've got it on sale on a pre-order for $69.99. So we'll see what happens, but I do want to put a full copy in this because I am going to give this to my wife Michelle. Because I do plan on buying myself a brand new Windows 8 tablet once I see all the tablets that are available. See what AMD has for a tablet with an AMD processor in it because I don't do Intel, so it definitely has to be AMD. And you can ask my wife that. Michelle will tell you that, right, sweetie?
Yep.
AMD all the way for me, and for her, she sees how good their product is. A lot better than Intel. But anyways, so I just wanted to show you a couple of quick things here. And oh, by the way, I know you've seen me post this a lot on Facebook. If you're not planning on getting one or you don't know anything about them, you definitely want to check out a Windows Phone 8, right, sweetie?
Yep.
Tell them how much you love your Windows Phone.
I love it. It's so easy to use.
And what's the one feature that you like about it the most?
The one feature
Yeah,
about the calendar,
the calendar. And what about the calendar?
you can plug in, like say you're at an appointment and you want to write the appointment down right away so you won't forget. You put it right into the phone, right into the calendar.
Okay.
The calendar right here on the phone. And you put it right in there. You open it up and you got calendar there. This
Yep.
is for the month of October. Say we had an appointment on the 29th.
Okay.
You go to the 29th and
What are you going to put in on the 29th? What's happening on the 29th? Actually, there's two things that are happening on the 29th. Those are two very important days that you want to remember. And what are those two important things that's happening on the 29th?
well, it's your birthday.
Okay. So that's the second most important thing. What's the first most important thing that's happening on the 29th?
The most important thing.
Yeah.
When the phone comes out.
Yeah, Windows Phone 8 comes out on the 29th. That's more
Right on
important than my birthday.
birthday.
So you want to mark that down right in your calendar, right?
Okay, I'll put that right in. Oops. Yeah, I'll put that right in here.
Okay. Let me just.
Okay. So 10/29.
Yep.
Alright. And we'll put the Windows. New Windows. Phone comes out.
Yep.
And what's nice about this, I'll put it in here.
Yep.
Oops. It will. It will remind me.
And where's it going to remind you? Where is that available?
Well, it'll remind me right on here. Oh, right on here.
Yep.
When I first open it up, it'll remind me.
Okay.
It also goes to
So that's your lock screen. It's going to remind you on your lock screen.
Yep.
Yeah. And where else is it going to remind you? It's going to
And
remind
right
you in
here-
several places. Where
And right here, once
Yeah.
where all your tiles are.
Yeah, right on the calendar tile. And what other places are you going to be able to find it?
Yeah, right on your PC, if you have MSN, it'll remind you there, and it'll send you in the email reminding you.
So when you go to your Windows Live account, if you have a Windows Live account, and you're using the Windows Live calendar, it's going to remind you on that Windows Live calendar, correct?
Oh yeah, yep.
As well as I want to make note, not only on the Windows Live calendar, but if you're using Microsoft Office and you're using the calendar on Office, I believe that this calendar also works with Office because Office does work with this phone. So I know that'll remind you also, like if you're using Office, let's say, like with me with my business, right? If I have an appointment, somebody's bringing a computer by to have me fix it, or I've got an appointment to go to a client's home, or I've got an appointment to go meet with a you know, like I want to look into buying a product for the business, and I got a meeting with that person. So if I put that into the calendar, I believe it also shows up if you use an Office. So the calendar is the feature you like the best with the phone, huh?
One of the features.
One of the features, yeah.
And then this is another. I love the photos. You can just take photos. You can do video.
Oh yeah, what happens? Tell me, what did you discover when you got your first Windows phone? What did you really like about when you take a photo? What happens with it?
The photo. You can put it right onto Facebook right away.
Yeah. What else? When you snap that picture for the very first time, where does that picture go besides on the phone automatically?
Besides on the phone?
Yeah.
Oh, it goes to SkyDrive.
Right. When you take a picture with this Windows Phone or Windows Phone 8, now I did get confirmation today that Microsoft is using the cloud for everything, and they are using SkyDrive as their biggest form of cloud. So even with these Windows Phone 7.8s that we have, when you snap a picture with this phone, it automatically goes right to SkyDrive. Pretty amazing, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
So if you take a picture, you don't have to worry about going home and connecting the phone to your computer to put that picture onto your computer, because it's automatically on SkyDrive. You go home, you can go log into SkyDrive. Like, okay, here's a for instance, right? I'm on my tablet. Okay, I'm gonna go right to SkyDrive. All right, I'm gonna go to my SkyDrive tablet, and all right, here's my SkyDrive tablet. As you can see right here, it's a live tile. Okay, and it's going through all my photos that are in SkyDrive, as you can see. Now, these are all photos. If you go into SkyDrive, okay, and you can actually have a background photo under your SkyDrive. That's a picture of Michelle with her hair in a ponytail. It's a really, really nice ponytail. Everyone commented on Facebook and liked it. But anyways, all right. Now, see, you've got Picture Library. You've got SkyDrive. Facebook. You also have, if you have a Flickr account, Flickr shows up here, as well as my admin PC, which is my desktop. Well, actually, I have two of them, because one of them is no longer, I redid my system, and so the admin PC is no longer, it's now desktop PC is the new one, and my tablet. So these all show up here, and if you go into SkyDrive, right, I believe this is the one, correct? Let me just check to make sure. Let me let this open fully. Now, these are all photos that I have taken with my phone. Let me see if this is the correct one, or if I gotta go. Yeah, okay. Now, if you go in here, see right here it says SkyDrive Camera Roll. When you connect your phone to your computer for the very first time, when you first get it, and you install all the software, it's going to create a folder under your pictures that whatever you name your phone. Now, my phone's named Cowboy 620. So, when I connected this phone, it automatically created a folder that says Cowboy 620. When I go into that, all the pictures that I take with that show up under that folder. And online on SkyDrive, if you go to SkyDrive Camera Roll, these are the actual photos that I have taken with my camera on the phone. And see all these? These all automatically show up on SkyDrive. I don't have to do anything different. I don't have to send it or anything. These photos automatically show up under SkyDrive. So it's a really nice feature of Windows Phone. Is this camera roll? Let me go back to my start menu. So these phones are really simple to use. If you got an Apple phone, I can tell you right now, it's not a very easy phone to use. You may think it is, but it's not as easy as a Windows phone. Correct, sweetie?
What?
The Apple phone.
What's up?
Michelle does, in-home healthcare for a living, and she was working at a client's home one night, and she was relieving a person that was working, and they had an iPhone, and I guess it was the husband had bought it for her for Christmas or her birthday or something, and she couldn't figure it out. She asked Michelle to look at it and see if she could figure out how to use it. Michelle looked at it, and she couldn't even figure it out. You know,
calling her son in Europe.
Yeah, she kept calling her son in Europe when she didn't mean to. So when my wife Michelle tells you that the Windows Phone is an easy phone to use, she's not kidding you, because she's not like me. She's not a tech type person. She's not a tech geek. I'm a geek. I love this stuff. Electronic stuff just excites me. So for her to not be able to figure out an iPhone, but was able to figure out a Windows Phone all on her own, I only had to show her a couple of things. She's pretty much figured out that phone all on her own. You know, she's a nurse. She's not. I take care of all the computers in the house, whereas she takes care of all the medical stuff in the house. My blood pressure, my pulse, all that stuff. She takes care of that stuff. That don't interest me. This stuff interests me. So, you know, she'll tell you right out that this phone is simple and easy to use, and the Windows Phone 8 is going to be even easier to use. It's basically the same phone, just a lot of changes they've done to it. So it's really cool. And the nice thing about it is Windows Phone is also set up to work with Windows 8, tablets, laptops. If it's got Windows 8 in it, you're all set. The devices will talk with each other, and it's just, you know, really, Microsoft has really outdone themselves with this operating system. This operating system just blows me away. The more and more I use it, the more and more I love it. I mean, really love it. See this guy right here? If you don't know this guy, you want to know him. His name is Joe Bialfori, and he is the Windows Phone guy for Microsoft. And he's done all the stuff to do with Windows 8. And so it's, you know, that's the guy that if you've never seen him on YouTube, go look up Windows Phone 8, and you'll find videos with him in it, showing off the new phones and stuff. Unbelievable. But alright, so here's all my live tiles that I've showed you before in the past. And you know, it's really nice because they've done a nice job. This tile here, this is my people's tile, and that takes you in, and here's all your contacts that you have, either on Windows Live, phone contacts, or Facebook. So this is really, really cool. You see up the top, it says people, what's new, and it says me. If you click on me, now it takes you to tell you all about yourself. And look at this, you have your own little kind of like private news feed to Facebook. You can just, you know, you can keep scrolling to the right or the left to look at news feed, notifications from Facebook. You don't even have to sign into Facebook to use this stuff. This stuff is... My wife hasn't played with Windows 8 enough yet to really appreciate it. She loves her Windows Phone, so she knows what that's like. So she has an idea. She pretty much knows what Windows 8's like. So I know she'll want it. So she's going to get this tablet with Windows 8 in it, and she'll really appreciate it because it does. This tablet runs better with Windows 8 than it did with Windows 7. So that'll tell you something. But so you've got the people's tile. You know, you got this tile that says music. That's going to become Xbox Music. There's a video tile which will also be Xbox Music. That's the new no more Zune. It's going over to Xbox Music within a few days. There's my emails tile where all my emails are at. If I click this, it takes me into my inbox. So they've done a nice job with this. But there's something else I wanted to show you, which is, you know, and this really blows me away too, because now when you've used a traditional computer, right? Like Windows 7, Vista, XP, right? Either using Internet Explorer or you're using what we have, which is MSN Premium. I pay the extra to have it, but we really enjoy it. My wife likes it because it's so easy to use. When I first started off, when I got my very first computer, it had XP in it, and they kept trying to give me this, what was it, an AOL disc or another disc that was a dial-up, and I told them no, I wanted MSN. We don't have it. All of a sudden, this was a Gateway store. The woman all of a sudden, I might have one back here. Let me look and see. She goes behind her counter and she pulls up an MSN dial-up disc. So that's what I started off with, was MSN dial-up, which is the same thing as MSN Premium. It's just a dial-up version, because Premium didn't exist at the time, because there was no such thing as DSL or anything. And so that's what I started off with, was MSN Premium dial-up. And then I moved into getting DSL, and they gave me MSN Premium as a free download that came with it, and it was free. Since then, about a year ago, less than a year ago, they told us that we had to buy it. They were no longer supporting it. So instead of paying $9.99 a month, we paid a one-time annual subscription of $9.99 for the year, but we only get one tech support is all we get with it. I can call one time and that's it. I don't need it. I know everything about MSN Premium. I don't need to call them for anything. If there's any issues with it, I fix it myself, which I've never really run into an issue. One issue and that was it. So we're all set with that. But anyways, so let me just show you this. Let me go on to a web page with Internet Explorer 10 on my tablet. And I'm going to show you this because this is like, all right, I'm going to go to a web page, and okay, let's just click. I already have something in the search bar. Okay. Now let me see. All right. Let me click down here. Let me get to a web page, and I'll show you. This is what's really cool about Internet Explorer. This is Internet Explorer 10. All right, you see images of all the Windows Phone 8s. Look down the bottom. See, here's the address bar that popped up. Arrow back button. But look over here. Look at this. This is the coolest thing. They have right here. That's the refresh button to refresh the page. But see the pin right here? Watch this. If I want to pin this, see now it brought up a menu right here. I want to pin this to my start menu. I click it. Okay, now watch this. There's also a share button. You can, like, if you want to send this to somebody, you can, it says, get app for this site, find on page, view on desktop. Okay, let's just see if there's an app for that site. I don't think so, but that's the cool thing about it. If there's an app for the site, you'll be able to get it right from clicking that little icon. But let's just go into the store real quick and just see. Probably not, but we'll just check it out and see. Then I'll show you what I did when I pinned to the start menu. I'll show you what I did, and then God bless you, sweetie.
Thank you.
I just want to show you what I did real quick. Yeah, the store's taking too long. I'm not gonna open the store right now. I doubt there is, so I'm not gonna bother. But anyways, all right. So let me scroll down here, and let me get down because whenever you pin something, it always shows up at the very end. And what is the okay? See, I've got two new ones here, and I believe it's the yellow one. Yeah, there's the. See what it did? It pinned that right to the. So instead of having a favorites where you're saving something to your favorites, Now you're pinning a page to your start menu, so when you want it, it's right here on your start menu, and you can rearrange any of these tiles and put them where you want them. And I've got them rearranged the way I want them, so I'm not going to really mess with that. But they're here. If I want to move this, I hold it. And see, you can drag it, and you can put it to where you want it. You can set it any way you want it. See, and then just drag it, set it. See, now I set those two right next to the other tiles. So it's really cool how instead of having a favorites button now it becomes a tile. So it makes it a lot easier trying to find something. And when I get my full copy of Windows 8, I'll set it up so that I have like all the pages that I use, like all grouped in a certain area. But as far as I know, these tiles scrolling across the screen is unlimited. I don't think you're going to run out of places to put tiles, though. And it's really nice how a lot of these tiles are live, as you can see. So if you're running Windows 8 on other than a tablet, if you're running it on a desktop or a laptop, your experience is not going to be as good as on a tablet, as you can see. You can't do this fast on a desktop or a laptop. Not going to happen. I'm just scrolling my fingers right across and going through it and see how quick it responds. Your normal desktop is here. Here's the normal desktop. And yes, Internet Explorer is still here now. I got it down the bottom. And it's Internet Explorer 10 on your UI desktop. And UI stands for User Interface. So there's Internet Explorer 10. There's my MSN page opening up. Same thing with this one over here. It may look like it's Internet Explorer 9, but it is 10, and you don't have to worry about any toolbars appearing because Microsoft is not going to let that happen. They're all done with letting people get in and play with their operating system and, kind of ruin the experience that you once had. And I'll show you right down here my MSN Butterfly. That's in here as well. I do have it installed. See, and then when I click sign in, there's the butterfly wings flapping. It's going to take me online, and voila, I'm signing into MSN Premium. Let me just get this up real quick. It's been acting a little funny on here. It likes to close out on me saying that MSN has stopped working and needs to close. So it's kind of aggravating when it does that. But even Windows 7 things do that a lot. Even Vista. So that's a Vista, Windows 7, and Windows 8 thing. It's not going to change. But let me get to my... Alright, here's my MSN home screen. Hasn't fully come up yet. Okay. My son's downloading the game right now, so my internet's a little slow. But as you can see, when this does come up, you'll see my MSN homepage, which I really do like. And they really need to change MSN Premium. They need to come out with a new version to work with the tablets because, they're going to need to now. But see, I've got a little house. That's my homepage. A favorites. The star is my favorites. My emails. I've got Switch members, Messenger, all that stuff. These are like toolbars up at the toolbar up at the top that has different things. And you can take things away or add things that they have listed. So it's pretty good. We really enjoy the MSN Premium. My wife uses it all the time. It's easy to use. And, it's really nice looking. So let me sign out and close out of MSN. Like I said, it's not really working that great with Windows 8. They're just signing out, so it does sign out. And we love it. It's just they need to come out with a new version to work with Windows 8, and I'm sure they will. Because when Vista came out, they had to release a new version for that. So, they went from what was it? I think it was 7 point. I think it was 9 point something, 9.6, and they went to MSN Explorer 10.0. That's the version that I'm running now. So they need to come out with like a 10.5, maybe even 11.0. I don't know, whatever they're going to call it. They need to release a new version. So, but see how responsive this is, and this is just really cool. Look how great that works. Now this is not a dual core tablet, obviously. The new ones will be, and this don't run too shabby. The less you got in it, the better it works. Just don't load it up, and it works well. Messaging. Here's the Windows messaging, and if you're chatting with anybody on Facebook, all of them you can chat without even signing into Facebook. You can chat with them on Facebook right from here, right from the messaging. Me and my wife do it all the time, don't we, sweetie?
What?
I chat with you on Facebook right from the messaging.
Oh, yeah.
She'll be at work, and I'm on that messaging, and I'm typing back and forth with her all the time.
Yeah.
Our phones, I do it with her from Facebook. I do the speech to text. When she sends me a text message, whether if it's from Facebook or from her phone, I tell the phone what to say, and then it'll ask me to try again or send. I send it, and for the most part, it gets it right. Once in a while, it makes a mistake in it, and I have to try again and get it to say it right. But last night was a good night. It worked great. I had no flaws with it. It said it got all the words right that I said. I was firing those messages right back to my wife with no problem. So messaging, we're saying it works with Facebook as well as texting with somebody. If somebody's doing it from their phone, you can text back and forth. So it's really great. So they've done a nice job. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of Windows 8, a little bit more about it. And so I showed you how you can pin a website as a tile right to your screen. And I have several. Like I've got, I've got my Facebook tile, MSN tile. I got a bunch of them on here my YouTube tile. They're not live, but hey, it's a quick and easy way to get to it, especially if you set your tiles up. If it's something you use quite frequent, like my Facebook tile, I've got it right here, so that if I go from my desktop, if I go from my desktop and switch over to my start screen, to where all my Metro tiles are, see, right there, it comes up, one of the first things on the screen right there at the top. My desktop, messaging, MSN, Facebook, YouTube, all right there. Those are the ones that I use the most. They're right there. All the rest are all my people's tiles. If I scroll further down, then I start to get into some other tiles. And I also have right here, I have a Slacker radio account with my phone, and I use it right here on my Windows 8 tablet. All the radio stations that I listen to are right here on my tablet. As separate tiles, I went into Slacker, and I was able to pin that radio station as its own separate tile, so it's fantastic. I got all my country stations right here. Tweetro, that's fantastic. You want to see a nice app? If you're on Twitter, at Cowboy6201, hit me up to follow. You can follow me, I'll follow back. Look at this, Tweetro is perfect. All your stuff for Twitter is right here. And if you want to go to the show full profile, right here, tap it. Look at that, takes me to my full profile. I've got so far 515 tweets. I've got 100 followers, and I'm following 236. So it's not too bad. And you can scroll across to read some of the stuff. So I can't wait to get the full version of this Tweetro, because this is pretty much like a test version, I think. So it'd be really nice to get the full version. Once I get my first full copy of Windows 8, I'll go right to the Microsoft Store and I'll download this app, because I really do like it. It works great. It makes it tweeting a lot easier. Just sign in with your Twitter account, and it saves it automatically. Anytime you want to go tweet something, just go right over to Tweetro, and you can click, go in, right here, click, type, send it, done. So it's a really nice app. I like it. Alright, so there's a little bit more about Windows 8. It'll be out 3 days. October 26th. Be available in a store near you or online. You can either get a new tablet, laptop, desktop with Windows 8, or you'll be able to get a retail copy to add to your machine, or as well as if you can go get an OEM copy. That works as well. So there you go. Get it. You're gonna love it. Don't let the people that don't like it get you down, because they're just mad because the original desktop's not where it used to be. It's now a tile, live tile. Takes you into. I saw somewhere in the beginning that you can set it so it'll come to the desktop instead of going to the Metro tile first. But I like it this way, so I'm gotten kind of used to this, and I like it, so I'm going to stick with it. So there you go. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. See you, everybody. Bye.